Alright, guys. I found this another one, and I do not know what to call this. Um, I do believe it's human, but don't quote me on that. But its name is Tammy, and she's a trip. She's an
And
absolute
she's
trip.
filming every second as the station becomes her stage. She launches into criticism that mix furious accusations with curses.
Government, I'm gonna tell you sorry sex something. You're slowly posting these grasses now saying they're real when you've made my whole family think I was crazy and ignored me and bashed me and ignored me, tried to drive me crazy. You mother flops, you better call me. You sexist.
Y'all, that is not an app. That is not a filter. That is a chick. I guess it's a chick. I don't know. Um, dug a little deeper to see if, like, there's a background on why she looks this way or something happened, but nope. I'm not being mean because I'm not that type of person. I don't judge, but this is, oh boy. Yes, let's get into this, guys.
In one Instagram post, she called local officials sacks of shit, shouted about Jasper County mother freaker. In another, she labels everyone who questions her motives or actions as
Homeowners are losing tens of thousands of dollars when selling their home because they listen to their realtor.
corrupt or conspiring. That's a part of her signature style, rage with a side of paranoia.
In Jasper County, mother, I'm coming for you. Yeah, mother, I'm coming for you. Yeah. Oh, legal. Yeah, legal. We'll do it on your terms, motherfucker. Our government needs stopped.
But the cop on duty looks like he can't follow her logic. He raises his voice slightly to respond, asking her what she was even there for, but Tammy keeps pushing.
Hi, me, fat boy. Fat boy. They know.
She somehow believes that nobody can touch her or harm her, but also gets scared when they actually try to take actions against her, because this is Tammy's reaction to finding out that the cops might be after her, forcing them to think why she's so convinced the system is simply against her. Now, for a normal individual, walking into a police station with a camera and arguing is something very unusual. But for Tammy, this was her daily drama, and she's made a life out of it.
Look how they're doing me. And I was the one threatened to be if something happens, you guys know it. You know it. And that lady over there heard it, so, you know, they're all of this. I've told the truth about everything I've said. Always told the truth. Always told the truth. I've never lied about a thing.
These confrontations are her form of content, her way to stay relevant, her way to claim power. After every confrontation comes a calm video with her PayPal account on full display.
Can somebody please help me and Heidi with gasoline today? I won't ask for nothing else. For gasoline. Please. Please.
I mean, just look at her Instagram bio. Curse words. Anti-government. Anti-Jasper County. Her behavior with animals is just as bad, with people making literal petitions to separate her dog from her. And on top of that, she isn't afraid to drag her family through this, accusing them of various claims. What makes it worse is that Tammy seems to believe the system can't touch her. She frames her anger against everyone and everything as empowerment.
Every office the government owns needs shut the down. Stopped. Do you know how much money America could save? Do you know how much money America could save? We could actually raise our families. God's fixing to take them all out.
Her verbal attacks as truth of what actually the government is conspiring.
Dear government, dear leaders of America, you do your people like always have, always will, until you're demoted. You don't deserve your jobs. The things you've done in Missouri, they need jail time. Throw away the key. You ignore the people so bad. So bad. What are you doing?
This chick is from Missouri too, you guys. Apparently So is Gypsy. There must be a whole lot of unhinged bitches up there.
What are you even thinking? Let me know in the comments.
And her accusations against the police as evidence that they are against her.
Jasper County in Carthage, Missouri.
She often presents herself as the only honest voice in Jasper County, exposing corruption and lies, when only she knows what she means.
But Don Myers, Jasper County, and Governor Parson, wait and see. Joanne Watson, wait and see. Devin Michelle, wait and see. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it.
It's me waiting. What are we gonna do?
How does something that started as a simple accusation against an ex spiral into rants about poison hemlock, government conspiracies, and a never-ending trail of chaos?
Let me come in the office? I'll go in that office. I know we're in that office! I don't even want my oysters. This shit's gonna stop. Somebody needs to step in! America!
And why are thousands of people glued to the unraveling of Tammy Hall, watching every meltdown and every outrageous claim as if it were...
Y'all, I've said this time and time again. Can you just fucking imagine? Like, what in the fucking absolutely world that we live in where you literally walk around and all you see is people, nobody else around, and you're literally yelling and talking to your fucking self. If you're holding your phone down or in front of you, people can't see that you're necessarily on a live. Or if you've got it sitting beside you and you're filming or what have you. Can you imagine just walking around and watching the entire world talk to your fucking self? Be yelling at yourself, talking to somebody that's not there. Now, can you imagine a lot of these people that are homeless and they're in their vehicle and they're recording? They have their phone in their lap or propped up there in the window. Okay, if you're just sitting there and there's nobody else in your car, and you look over and you're sitting watching this person that is sitting in a car alone just yell and rant. I'd call the fucking cops on you too. Oh my goodness.
for reality TV.
Not me anymore. I'm done. Over it. I'm over it. But somebody, for the grace of God, oh my God, but please help me get to Carthage, Missouri.
But how did it come to this? How did a woman with grown children living out of her car with her dog end up publicly shouting and accusing Jasper County law enforcement?
There was this bully, right? Didn't even seem like the bully type. Walked right up to me and told me, "You look like a cookie bite." I said you could be right, but me, I'm not the looky type. So I walked away and then he...
So the story begins with what may seem like a simple personal dispute. Tammy accuses her ex-boyfriend, Don, of stealing her EBT card.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The food stamps Don Myers stole from me that I've been coming up here about.
Don't know what
You're a liar, and these guys know that.
Okay,
I'm on YouTube. I'm gonna leave.
You can leave.
But you are gonna do jail time for what you've done. You know that, don't you? You're doing jail time, big boy.
Have a good day.
In most circumstances, losing an EBT card
See, there's another one on here. I don't think I've covered her, y'all. I think I might have made one. I just don't even think I put it out. Her name is Breezy Brooke. She actually went to prison for stalking and threatened to I cannot say these words, decapitate a bunch of teenage kids. She claims to be stalking her. And I had a point. Oh, yeah. They literally get on these lives and talk shit about this county or whatever that they're in. And right in front of the cops. I mean, just literally downgrade the entire police station, the county, the state, people in it. And they do it on a live. Like, I don't know if it does it to get them more clicks or, I don't know if they seem tough or bad. I'm not quite sure why they do it. But there's another one. I covered her the other day. Her name's Jennifer Eaton. If you're that miserable, that's what I'm saying. They take it out on everybody else on why they're so miserable. Sometimes people cannot help why they're in the situation that they're in, and I can understand that. And there's some that feel so fucking entitled that they just push their luck and think that they're untouchable. Your actions, okay, have reactions that sometimes put you in the place that you're in. If you would have made better actions, you would have had a better outcome, but you want to blame everybody else. They can choose to act like adults and come at people the right way, but they don't. Just to be on a live and to be tough or whatever, they come in talking out the side of their neck, being rude, and that, look, that's another thing, and it ills the shit out of me, and I know it's off topic. A while back, a lot of people were they were getting pulled over, and as soon as they were getting pulled over, they whip out their phones, and they got it in front of the cops, and they're trying to tell them about their rights and stuff like that. You don't have the right to do this. And they'll ask, can I see your identification? I don't have to give you the... In other words, they give the cop a hard time. Okay? All right. And they feel some type of way doing this. All right. But now, when they're needing their help, do the cops come back at y'all? Or not y'all. Do the cops come back at them and ask the same questions? When they're needing the cops, we don't see them acting like big, bad, fucking entitled little pricks. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I mean, it was getting bad for a moment. Like, literally, these cops were trying to do their job, and it was impossible because they were, you were doing something that these cops feel that they needed to pull you over. But people would whip out their phones and record it, and the cop would be as polite, and they would just start fighting the cop. Everybody was doing it. It was all on YouTube. And they would start fighting the cop as soon as, he walked up to the window. I don't have to give you that. You're not doing this. I don't have to answer you that. Bring out your supervisor. Okay. Now, when they're needing the cop, do you see the cop being little petty little people like they're being and asking you the same fucking questions? Well, whenever you were needing my help, go get your supervisor. You want me to go get my supervisor? You see what I'm saying? They could be just as fucking shallow as they were being. The cops could be just as shallow as the people that they were being. But they're not. They're being grown-ups. When they're needing the cop, it's okay. But just for YouTube, you want to treat the cop like shit and find every little law and every little nook and cranny that you can try to get around and be big and bad on fucking YouTube. But did you see the cops turn around and being that way when these same people are asking for fucking help? I mean, could you imagine if you were calling in and, hey, help, he's about to shoot me, and the cops looked back and says, hold on, let me go find my supervisor. Hold on. Let me go get my license and my badge number. See, because they were getting to the point where they were like, give me your badge number. Let me write it down. Let me prove you're a cop. Could you imagine if the cop turned around and looked at him and said, and they're needing help, and the cop's like, hold on, let me go get all my information for you, and this person is in dire need of the cop. See, it don't work both ways. I don't see a lot of it anymore, but that shit, it would irritate the hell out of me. When you need them, you need them. But when it's convenient for you and your YouTube channel or to make them look stupid, you get them on a live and put them on blast for a fucking click and a view. Leave me in the comments below if you understand what I'm talking about right here.
Which is a card that allows state welfare departments to issue benefits, is pretty straightforward to fix once you verify your identity. But Tammy is, if anything, determined as well as persistent. She has a pattern of escalating situations to extremes, and this was no exception.
Our government is this shit. They're failures. They have ruined our nation. So don't tell me shit. That fat needs her face slapped. That needs her face slapped. You know that's right.
The best thing about HoneyBook is hearing the cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
If I send out multiple contracts on a certain day and I know I'm gonna get paid, I turn on my sound notification so that I can hear those cha-ching.
It means that somebody's made a pay.
No, that's right.
Over time, her confrontations with the Jasper County Police Department would multiply, each one punctuated with loud accusations and mockery aimed at the officers as well as the government.
I know I've got this. Don't you worry. I know I got this, but I need gas money, please. I need gas money, please. They're not going to give me help. They've done been trying. They've done been trying. They done went to the courts. They've done tried. Please, can somebody help me with gas? Yeah, I'm fine. I am fine. Me and Heidi would like to have a little gas money and go fishing.
Even if her goal was simply to retrieve her original card, a calmer approach, explaining her side clearly and following...
And I do not know where the entitlement comes from, but every TikTok beggar on here has a fucking habit, a smoking habit, a drug habit, needing a vape, wanting to go do stupid shit. Like, no ma'am. If you had your means of money, then you have the right to go do those things. But when you are online begging for fucking food, then that's all you should be allowed to get. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, on your dime, I would like to go to fucking Disneyland and eat fucking ribeye steaks. But if it was my money, I'd be eating fucking Roman noodle soup. Sorry. I mean, these people literally get on here and tell the world that they need $30 of food a day. Honey, I've been down and down, especially right after my mom died. I got divorced that same year. I know how $5 can get you a whole lot of fucking food if you really need it. I know how to stretch $5 and last me a few days. But these bitches is so entitled that they don't need $30 a day. They need it by the fucking hour. Because they don't want to eat Roman noodle soup. They want ribeyes and fries. Or ribeyes and a crouton salad. And they don't want to just sit at home and look at their fucking phones. They would like to go bypass their time by going fishing or going to fucking Disneyland. Because it's on somebody else's fucking dollar. How fucking convenient. Do you think normal people get online and say, okay guys, I don't want to sit home today. Here's my PayPal. Can y'all help me go to Disneyland today? What the fuck? Normal people don't do that. Normal people fucking work, and if you've got the means and you got the money left over, then you arrange that. But if you don't have it, you just don't fucking go. But these motherfuckers are just they are so motherfucking special that, yeah, they feel some type of way that they're entitled to get your money to go do privileged, special things. There is one little motherfucker that is on here, and he gets under my skin Because he literally, well, there's a couple of them. I think they all are. They literally sit here online and fucking smoke dope. They will hit a fucking vape that's fucking filled with weed. One bitch is eating gummies. The other one's got a fucking little toddler, and she she tells everybody, hold on now, I'm gonna go get high. You're getting high while online, and asking people to pay your fucking light bill. Sorry, I got the hiccups. You need money for your light bill. You need money for fucking food. And you need diapers. While telling your chat you are about to go get fucking high. Y'all, the amount of people that still continue to give these people this money is just unfucking real. There's one guy, Dr. Dre, and he literally, he's funny because he's like, man, fuck it. I ain't gonna go get a job. I'm just gonna be one of these sumbitches. Wouldn't it be nice if we all had no integrity, no pride, no dignity, and we just fucking decided today we ain't gonna work no more. We gonna be so entitled to sit on our fucking bed, pull out 1, 2, 3 fucking phones and a laptop, and hop on a fucking live with no dignity and just beg people for fucking money. With every excuse under the book, and they spend all fucking day. And Ryan, he finally came out and admitted it, Ryan Anderson, that his chat is funding his way right now. In other words, the chat, his fucking fans, are paying his rent. Because Ryan got one little live that was successful, made him a lot of money. It did. And his head got so much bigger than his ass that he felt some type of way. So he got on here and he started doing it every day. And he talked nonsense. He talked shit. He cussed. He threw your mama fucking dumb jokes out. And he fucked the rest of his careers up just by getting one successful life, and he thought he was going to get back on and this was going to happen every day, and here we go. This chat's going to make Ryan Anderson a whole lot of money and he ain't never going to have to work again. No, that shit backfired. And now he's lost his job. He plain out said that the show is the reason that he has not a chance in hell of fucking being a teacher again. As though his mouth did not help. He's trying to blame Gypsy Rose for it all, but sitting online for hours on end, telling your mama jokes, pretty much disrespecting every person out there that just didn't agree to him, cussing, threatening, just being totally unhinged. Any acts like that has no reflect on a teaching job. Not to mention teaching disabled, autistic children. I wouldn't let you fucking babysit my cat, much less try to raise it. Sitting here talking that stupid shit and being online. That's what I'm saying, y'all. He fucked it all up for him. But let's get into this shit because I actually have work to do. And I'm late doing it. My cat's kept me up all night. One of them, I was in a dead sleep and the little shithead just come and pounced right on my stomach. She got me up. Then another one wanted to eat, and then the other one wanted to go out. You got to watch her while she goes out. But anyway, that's none of y'all's business, and y'all could care less. But let's get into this.
Protocol would have likely yielded faster results. Instead, Tammy enters the office seething, venting her frustration from the very first second.
They'll never do the right thing. These people are wicked. They're disgusting, actually. You know, flattering themselves with their bullshit.
When Tammy called the police department in Dawn's area, she was informed that
She's
she had to
pretty right
file a
there,
report
y'all.
in person. And the seemingly extraordinary
Let me
instructions
guess, that's
set the
probably a
stage for one
filter.
of the most infamous sequences of
She's not
events
that
in
bad
Tammy
right
Hall's
there.
history. The road trip from Texas to Jasper County, Missouri, becomes a test of patience for her anger and frustration as she films her
Probably
journey
not
in
heard,
the
but she
trauma
still got
dumps
pretty
throughout the
teeth.
way.
If I cared about the people, he would have done contact me. Somebody would have done contact me. Because them motherfuckers didn't get the answers like they thought they did. I'll grant you that. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They just tried. But they've done those themselves. And they're going to find out real soon that I'm telling the truth.
Along the way, Tammy films her first few viral videos. These aren't polished content pieces. They're raw, unfiltered rants, directed at the police department for failing to help her with her stolen card.
Jasper County Sheriff's Department, you're failures! You're failures! Sheriff Kaiser, you're gonna burn in hell! You're going to burn in hell!
As she recorded the incident, viewers were curious to see the ground reality. Some were entertained by the rudeness, others shocked by the courage of her behavior.
This is me spreading love and light. Telling the truth. You know? That's why I spread love, man. Tell the truth, man. Ooh, yeah.
But the more she travels, the more she doubles down on her grievances. Soon, Tammy's interactions with law enforcement become predictable yet alarming as she escalates quickly, framing herself as a victim of their ignorance towards the citizens. Whether consciously intended or not, her every interaction was like a performance. And the videos captured the acting of her outrage. Her road trip had earned her a few thousand viewers, as she recognized the power of her rants on platforms like TikTok.
Doorbusters start at just $2.99 at Ashley's Orange Days. This isn't just your average sale. This is designer style and cozy comfort that won't empty your bank account. But here's the catch. It's only happening for 1 week. Ashley's Orange Days. Don't miss it.
I could not figure out my hair. It was frizzy, dry, and always looked flat no matter what I did. I finally tried eSalon and took their quiz. They asked about my hair type, goals, and even how I style it. After just a few uses, my hair felt so much softer, less frizz, more shine, and it actually holds its shape now. If you want to get to the root of your hair struggles, go to eSalon.com and get your custom hair care routine.
Platforms like TikTok. She was convinced that each new delusion was content.
I'm telling you, I seen a fucking dragon. I know what I seen, and I'm not talking a little thing. It was huge. Huge.
Each angry outburst is a moment that can be shared, replayed, and amplified.
That's what they need to do, just get the out of office. The out of office, faces. You're too stupid to run a country. You're too stupid to do your jobs. That's what they need to tell the government.
The narrative she's created for herself is one of resistance against the system, an ongoing feud with law enforcement that becomes her signature. Well, it's not just personal frustration anymore, it's content creation, because with every shout, insult, and accusation feeding her a growing online audience.
Hi, Heidi.
A person back home has access to a telephone that's in my name.
Okay.
And he has shut off my debit cards
Okay.
and my EBT that I
So here's these papers.
can't
and
do anything because they're shutting my off, and it's like I don't know how to fight that because no one seems to give a shit. I've been to the police station there and they don't do nothing.
But this was just a tiny glimpse of her picture, because along the way, Tammy Hall begins to reveal other facets of her personality.
I bought a pack of cigarettes, yes I did. They taste like shit. Yes they do. It's helping me quit.
Reports and investigations later indicate that she also engages in scamming people.
I didn't deny shit from Bonnie. Get the fuck off my thing. And you know what? I can't send it to Bonnie until tomorrow to tell Bonnie to shut her face, or I won't send her shit. Tell Bonnie to shut up.
And using her confrontational style to manipulate situations to her advantage. Her journey shows how one-sided grievances, when combined with the power boost of social media, can escalate into a legend of local ill reputation.
If you think you guys are gonna delete my account, and before I get my people up, you're gonna have it bombarded with rude people saying about people stinking and stuff, I'm sorry, I don't play your rude game. You're not gonna faze me. Actually, I'm gonna turn it up a bit, okay? Turn up the content. Yeah. Guilty conscience people. Can't hardly handle it, can you? Can't handle it, get out of the kitchen.
For a moment, it seemed like Tammy Hall's chaotic road trip might take a calmer turn. After arriving in Missouri, far away from her roots in Texas, Tammy was left with no one in her corner, except her ex-boyfriend, Don.
I've been to fucking Washington. I've been to Oklahoma City, Kansas City. What is enough? What is enough to get one person?
And in a twist that surprised just about everyone, the two actually got back together. Yet any hopes of stability quickly vanished, because this reunion marked the point where everything truly went off the rails. Don had a habit.
Now I'm like really stressed out and need some weed, okay? I'm just really stressed. Very stressed out.
He indulged in substances that caused the usual euphoria and hallucinations, and as expected, not long after moving back in with him, Tammy followed suit.
I really don't care if you think I'm on drugs. I don't care. Say it all you want. It's not gonna make it true. But it makes me sick. All of it. Everybody that feels that way towards people like that, it makes me sick. You know, if you took the time maybe once in a while to sit and maybe talk to one of them, it'd probably change your mind after a while.
This new layer of substance abuse with Tammy's already present paranoia created the perfect storm for her upcoming chaos about to unfold.
I got the letters for the EEOC just, about 6 months ago, and Heidi on them, and I threw them away because no one would do nothing. You know, opening up and just saying my problems makes it really hard because you people, some of you just don't give a and when you open up, it makes it very hard.
What came next was less a love story and more the beginning of the bizarre, the one and only spiraling sagas that would define her online presence.
What's gonna happen is I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you and see the light. You're right. I'm gonna help you open your eyes, fat.
Out of nowhere, Tammy developed a new obsession. She began talking about parasites that she swore were living and crawling under the skin of both herself and Don.
I'm coming for you, Don Myers, you fat f***er! You fat, parasite-ridden piece of shit. I know it's you. I know it's you.
And she didn't stop there. Tammy became convinced that the parasites were linked to the very environment around them. She would describe them as infestations that would rot a person.
Debit card in my name. It would do nothing to do with you. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to a laundromat.
But the obsession deepened when she landed on what she believed to be the source of the epidemic, the grass outside Don's house.
Just out of curiosity, has anybody done their job yet and went to 7686 State Highway 96 in Carthage, Missouri and looked at that field yet? See if I'm full of shit. Hey. Hey, yeah. Hey.
Now to Tammy, it was all connected. A grand biological conspiracy happening right in front of her eyes. A plant that will eventually be the end of mankind, affecting everything and everyone in its way.
And ingested, it's COVID. It's because it's so thick. Cancers went up, way up. It's going to be in all the crops. I mean, mainly from here. Mainly from Missouri. Missouri's is, I wouldn't buy a thing
hey
from
guys,
Missouri.
how you doing?
Sorry, I told y'all I had to leave you. I had to go straighten up for a minute. I'm still not done, so I'm just gonna let
with
y'all
each of her
continue to
videos
watch this
gaining
clip.
views, which just
'Cause
validated her theories according to
she's
her.
a trip.
And the
She's a
Tweaker
trip.
twins over here wiping their car down.
They're
with
all a
a
trip.
rag. It's
I
like,
think a lot of it is
you can tell
for
when it's them,
entertainment,
how they act. They'll act the
but
same. They stretch
y'all,
when
I
you
don't
look
think
at 'em,
all
and
of
they
it is
clean
for
their
literally
cars like they're
entertainment.
not doing
I
nothing
think
but
these people
Eventually,
are
Dawn had
truly
enough. Whatever patience
unhinged.
he once had wore thin with Tammy's continuous obsession over the parasites and kicked her out. With nowhere to go, Tammy became homeless.
Hello, my baby. Love you. Love you.
Heidi, her dog, by the way, became an unintentional co-star in Tammy's TikTok videos, often sitting in the background as her owner spiraled on camera. But homelessness didn't stop Tammy. If anything, it fueled her to only push her fantasies further.
I watch TV.
I don't know how you mother it's never even laid eyes on me. You can tell me how I am. Who I am. You know?
By now, she had accumulated a sizable social media following, people who were drawn to her for a mix of...
And y'all, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's called Visible. It's a phone service. And y'all, I ain't never lied to y'all. I will never start lying to y'all. I'm not going to claim to be the most honest person in the world, but I do try to be as honest as I can. There's a phone company. If you leave something in the comments below, I will give you the link to it. But y'all, it's $25 a month, unlimited. But the best part is, it's unlimited hotspot. Verizon charges you $45 a month, and for 10 gigabytes. I'm literally talking unlimited hotspot. I've used 300. Mine starts over on the, God, what day is it? The 24th. Mine starts over every month on the 24th. So you see the 24th right now, I've already used 300 gigabytes. Or whatever it's called. Gigabytes. Okay, I use my TV. I use my TV in the living room. Excuse me. I run my computer. If I need to, when I'm doing another video, I'll tap into my other Motorola phone. And when my old man, when he gets home, because he's stubborn and does not want to switch over because it takes a minute. You know, you have to like have a SIM card be sent to you. But for $25 a month, and I'm not trying to promote this, so I'm not by no means. But if you actually refer friends, they'll give you $20 off your next month's service, and it'll only charge you $20 to get started. So in other words, like I think it's only it's $25, so they'll cover the 20 and you pay $5. So like if I referred a friend and I give you the link, you click the link, I would get 20 toward my next phone bill, and you'd get 20 towards starting your service up. So you would pay $5. I'm not trying to do that. Like I said, if you are interested, I will. Well, it's Visible. 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 I just woke up, y'all. No lie. Visible. Yeah, visible.com. You call in, you set it up, you link your phone to them. They send you a Visible SIM card. And you're done. And when it's time to pay, I've got mine on auto pay. So on the 24th of every month, they take $25 out of my PayPal account. Paid, done. I don't have to go get cards every month. I don't have to running over 10 gigabytes. Because see, if you're a content creator, baby, you're going to run over 10 gigabytes unless you have a service like Verizon and stuff like that set up. But they still don't offer unlimited. Even, okay, before I found this one, I know this is so off course, whatever. T-Mobile, they claim to offer the same thing. So right when I started to become a content creator, I was doing them at first because they said unlimited, right? No. The charges the side charges, the little charges they don't want to tell you about, and they don't tell you about. Your phone bill come out to be twice as much as fucking a $45 a month service offered unlimited, and it wasn't. They still tapped you out at like, I think 60 gigabytes. See, even Verizon will lie to you when you go get your prepaid card and it's $45, $55 if it's unlimited. It's not. They tap you out at a certain amount, and that's all. In other words, they tap you out and then you'll go back to your regular service. No warning, no nothing. So you're thinking you're unlimited, you're in there in the middle of a good old TV show, and bam, no TV. Y'all, this is no lie. I'm telling you, unlimited. I'm already at like 300, and I run everything in my house, including my old man's, because he's too lazy to switch over. But anyway, let's get back into this. I'm sorry.
Reasons. Some were genuinely concerned. Others were fascinated by the show.
Shut up! I know God loves me! If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here! But facing every day my family hates me is too much!
With the following came an opportunity. Tammy began asking her viewers for money and supplies, framing her requests as necessities to survive, and surprisingly, people delivered.
I'm gonna turn the comments off for this, but somebody would want to post my PayPal, help me get a hamburger.
Now, at first glance, this looked like a community stepping up to help someone in need, but as time went on, things got only more unclear. Tammy didn't just ask for essentials. She frequently requested cash transfers to assure her audience that they would be used for hotel stays or urgent expenses. However, time after time, viewers also noticed that instead of checking into hotels, Tammy would simply rough it in her truck.
Yeah, they're not going to come to my door and tell me to clean it out. Wait. Yeah. Yeah.
You can take your trash from the truck.
I know, I was waiting till the sun went down.
Oh,
Okay, it's so hot.
oh yeah. So then we'll go inside.
Okay, but tell her that I've been camping.
As a result, the money vanished, and Tammy's circumstances stayed the same. She was still in her truck, living in her own filth, showing no remorse.
Wondering what I'm doing, I'm just kicked back with the AC cranked. Living the high life, okay? Practicing on my speed chip.
Indication. Gvoke glucagon is a prescription medicine used to treat very low blood sugar in adults and children ages 2 years and above with diabetes.
As a diabetes educator, I like to keep up with the latest and greatest technologies and therapies and medications. So when I heard about Gvoke coming out, I got really excited and went to talk to my doctor. I was excited about it for 2 reasons. 1, it's pre-mixed, ready to use. 2, it can just be administered in 2 steps. When I brought up Gvoke to my doctor, she was very excited as well. I think about Gvoke as a fire extinguisher. It's one of those things that you hope to never have to use, but the reality is you need to have it in case of an emergency. You never plan to have a severe low, but you should always plan to be able to treat them.
Indication. Gvoke glucagon is a prescription medicine used to treat very low blood sugar in adults and children ages 2 years and above with diabetes. Important safety information. Do not use Gvoke if you have a tumor in the gland on top of your kidneys called a pheochromocytoma because of the risk of a substantial increase in blood pressure, have a tumor in your pancreas called an insulinoma because of the risk of low blood sugar, are allergic to glucagon or any inactive ingredient in Gvoke. Stop using Gvoke and seek immediate medical attention if you experience any symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, such as rash, difficulty breathing, or low blood pressure. Before using Gvoke, tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and your medical conditions, including if you have not had food or water for a long time, prolonged fasting or starvation, have low blood sugar that does not go away, chronic hypoglycemia, or have a history of a skin rash called necrolytic migratory erythema, commonly associated with glucagon-producing tumors. The most common side effects reported in adults are nausea, vomiting, swelling at the injection site, and headache. The most common side effects reported in children are nausea, low blood sugar, vomiting, headache, abdominal pain, high blood sugar, pain or redness at injection site, and hives. Inform caregivers on the instructions for use of Gvoke and symptoms of severe hypoglycemia, which include unconsciousness and seizures or convulsions. Store in original container until time of use and at room temperature between 68 degrees Fahrenheit to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. You are encouraged to report side effects of prescription drugs to the FDA. Visit www.fda.gov/medwatch or call 1-800-FDA-1088. Please talk to your doctor and see full prescribing information and patient information guide for Gvoke at www.gvokeglucagon.com.
By now, you're either rich enough not to care about your $25,000 burial benefit that gives your family $25K when you pass away, or foolish enough to let it slip away. If you don't secure yours before Friday, it disappears back into the system. This $25,000 burial benefit handles final expenses, burial costs, and other unpaid bills. It's a commitment we're all obligated to receive. But if you don't step up and secure it before Friday, it goes back into the system forever. At first, I thought it sounded too good to be true, but then the check arrived in the mail, my $25,000. I handed it straight to my daughter, who's been drowning in credit card debt since her divorce. For the first time in months, she smiled like she meant it. This isn't some loan that'll come back to haunt you. It's tax-free, and your family never has to repay. And unlike life insurance, which can take months to pay out, this benefit protects your family fast, right when they need it most. This new benefit stops life insurance companies from scamming older Americans once and for all. When I applied, I prepared for the usual headaches, endless paperwork, medical records, invasive questions about my health and finances. What I got was two simple questions and a short phone call. No forms.
I saved y'all this in time.
Now, it didn't take long for people to put two and two together. The generosity of her followers wasn't always going where Tammy claimed it was, and with that realization, a perfect label began to stick: scammer. Sure, for Tammy Hall, the line between reality and her own elaborate delusions has always been blurry, with her theories that she made up for no one. But by the time she hit Missouri, that line had all but disappeared.
I would fall apart if somebody gave me a hug. I've been alone so long, I would fall apart. I would fall apart.
Instead of using the money she received for hotels like she said so, Tammy would take a small portion of it, grab a spot at a local campground. She would then use the rest of the cash to indulge in whatever drug caught her attention that week.
Blue skin holidays anymore. We're gonna make our own one day, as soon as the blue skins are out of here. When the world's cleaned up, we're gonna have amazing celebrations.
Soon enough, this became a familiar pattern. Tammy always had a story, thus making it clear that the hotel room was a lie, but the scam worked. In another instance, Tammy managed to convince someone into buying her a full set of brand new tires. And to make this happen, she had a well-laid plan. For weeks leading up to it, she had been dropping hints online, weaving the story that she was losing lug nuts off her wheels.
I didn't do it because I don't even have a lug wrench. Somebody loosened all my lug nuts on one of my tires.
I'm sorry.
I sit down and feeding Heidi and looked over, and you can move them with your hands.
A problem she, of course, blamed on the Jasper County Police. According to Tammy, the cops were actively sabotaging her truck, loosening her wheels to put her in danger. Surprisingly, the paranoia and rage again worked in her favor because eventually someone caved and bought the tires outright, and this combination of scam tactics and delusional paranoia became her signature. Now, Tammy wasn't just raging at cops for not taking her seriously.
To pacify the public and make me look like a liar, Hemlock is a grass, and the seeds embed in people. Poison hemlock, there's water hemlock. There's a few different hemlocks. It's what's taking out the trees. Yeah.
She was building a whole universe where the local police, the government, and even Mother Nature itself were conspiring against her.
These people need severe help, but I get told I got mental health issues. Well, I'm pissed! And I don't care what anybody thinks of me now. That drew a line on me, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, it did. You don't know Rabbit. You don't know Rabbit. I'm going to YouTube.
Now, originally Tammy's rants focused on parasites, but then her delusion shifted yet again.
It is the most deadliest thing, and the water, it's mixed with the hemlock up, and that's why the moon is going to be blood red. I tried to tell them because I caught it on camera what it's doing, and it's a big red beam going to the moon, and I don't know what the and I know it sounds crazy, but I caught it on camera, and I could show their asses, but no one wants to see it.
And this time, the blame goes to this book. After stumbling across a book on dangerous plants at the library, Tammy reinvented her story. Now, it wasn't parasites at all, it was hemlock. Now, a hemlock is a poisonous plant, but in Tammy's world, it somehow has become the epicenter for a worldwide infestation.
Now I'm sitting by Washington waiting on one of these numbnut motherfuckers to talk to me, but God even realizes they're not going to. They're so stupid in the brain that they can't realize when they've really f***ed up. Instead, they want to try to out me. They're going to try to out me, yeah. That's what they do. That's their history, man. Look into the real history.
According to Tammy, this poisonous plant was growing everywhere. Moreover, she blamed it for everything, convinced that hemlock toxins were seeping into the environment and slowly poisoning people. And she wasn't satisfied with just her chaos about it on TikTok. Tammy actually compiled her so-called research onto a flash drive that she claimed she would send to the governor, which we'll never know if reached anywhere.
You know what? I'm gonna tell this government something. I'm coming tomorrow, motherfuckers. I'm coming tomorrow. How to get back? Stop it. I'm coming tomorrow.
But what we do know is that she marched again to her favorite spot, the Jasper County Police Department, with this new hemlock theory in hand.
I'll be there Monday. I'll be there Monday. I don't care if I've got to walk. I will. I don't care if I've got to walk. I've been saying it, but I'm done. I'm done!
And this time, the officers seemed to understand more clearly what they were dealing with.
Saying that now Jasper County's got charges against me saying I was going to Don Myers up. No, I never said that. I said he's going to, for whatever's in his stomach is going to, it's got to go somewhere. You follow my TikTok?
Tammy wasn't just a disgruntled ex-girlfriend or a woman with a lost benefits card. She was deep in a spiral of delusions, one that was consuming every part of her identity. Her obsession with hemlock now included everything and extended its class everywhere. Even though her relationship with Don was long over,
this an hour. I'll let y'all watch a few more minutes of this unhinged young lady. I know a lot of people don't like to watch this, but
Tammy maintained a bizarre fixation on the fields near his home,
at the right
which
time.
she
Did you
insisted
see
were
what
the
you
starting
just did,
point for
y'all?
this toxic epidemic.
Anyway, like I say, my channel is to exploit every person out there that tries to take advantage of the human heart. And if you're doing that, I'm going to expose you. So,
She filmed
glad
them
to have you on my
obsessively,
channel,
pointing to patches
Tammy
of
Hole.
weeds or faded grass as evidence.
But I've seen them do it. I've got videos, to try to show a professional, but these dumb motherfuckers don't care. But they couldn't figure it out, so they somehow knew I would. Set me up with this fat bastard.
And as no one stopped her, her determination escalated. Tammy began attending town hall meetings to deliver speeches about the spread of hemlock.
I'll call you sometime Thursday, okay?
What in the damn fuck are you doing? Why are you up there? What are you looking at?
Don't touch it. You cannot touch it, and another thing about it, you cannot burn it. You cannot burn it.
It's behind you. Look behind you. Look right here. Yep. Yep, it's a damn fight. So get him.
She spoke with conviction, as though she was revealing a great cover-up. In reality, though, she appeared simply desperate for validation from anyone in authority.
Secret garden, it's out of hand. We've all got wrapped up in our, I'm sorry, I don't mean that things like this, but our makeup, our hair, our earrings, what we're driving, how we smell, instead of how we act, how we treat each other.
In one of her most infamous clips, Tammy can be seen at such a meeting, counting her lore to a room of visibly shocked people. She wasn't asking questions. She wasn't sharing concerns. She was preaching her delusions and was actually believing them like never before. Unfortunately, Tammy's so-called Hemlock mission didn't stop there. That's because to express the power of her newfound belief, she even traveled to Washington, D.C., and she was convinced that she could bring her warnings to the highest levels of government.
He's trying to take the credit. Him and his wife. Him and his wife. They're not gonna win. Oh yeah, Trump's wife's wanting to be the plague doctor now. Jokes and jerks.
In her mind, the nation's capital was infected, with parks and gardens absolutely crawling with the poisonous plant.
I mean, you idiots made God mad and act like it's me. No, it's God. I told you. We got a God. And he's mad. So there's a way to stop and straighten up. But you can't.
She began framing it in religious terms, calling it the secret garden of God that had spun out of control.
Okay. That's it. And Mama Green, my like younger years isn't even written about in the Bible. You know, because I was a little hellion. I mean, it was alcohol.
But Tammy could never stay away from Don's property. No matter how much time passed, or the fact that Don had moved on with a new girlfriend, Tammy kept returning to his fields in search of hemlock evidence.
Back there, that's all of it. See all that shit? All of that whole big field is full of it. I was sitting in his field right then. Somebody call 911 and tell him that Don Myers needs to stop now. Stop now!
And on just one of these days, Don caught her trespassing his property. Unsurprisingly, things escalated. An argument broke out. Threats were exchanged, and the police were called yet again.
Anyways, the cops come.
One of the best parts of the holidays is that magical feeling created at home. From decorating the tree with your one-of-a-kind ornament collection to the personalized stockings you hang year after year, the magic is all in the details. Shop original holiday decor, made special by Etsy shops.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court or pay expensive upfront legal fees. Listen, if you've been in a car accident in the past year, even as a passenger, you could be owed a significant cash payout. While most victims are struggling with insurance companies and lawyers, others are receiving 6- and 7-figure payouts without ever stepping foot in a courtroom. Here's how to never have to worry about money after a car accident. It's called the 2025 Compensation Program, and we recently launched it across a couple more states to help victims get the maximum amount they're owed without the usual hassles of dealing with insurance directly, going to court, or paying expensive upfront legal fees. And right now, we're looking for 10 more car accident victims who want to try this program for free and get paid maximum accident compensation. No more money problems, no more stress. Take Josh's story. When Josh first came to us, he didn't think his case was worth anything. He was dealing with stress, medical bills, and didn't want to bother with the process. Insurance offered him $4,000, but after using the 2025 compensation program, he walked away with over $100,000 without ever stepping foot in the courtroom. And this was over 5 months after his accident. Here's how it works. Within a few clicks, you can find out what your accident could actually qualify for just by clicking the link around this video. You answer 4 simple multiple-choice questions, and it only takes 30 seconds and is 100% free. If you qualify, an accident specialist will reach out to you. All you have to do is tell them about your case and then sit back and wait until the check comes in. You could receive this life-changing check as fast as 30 days. The best part about it all? You don't pay a cent unless you win. Unfortunately, we cannot change what has happened in the past, but we can help you get a major cash settlement for medical bills, missed work, and property damage to help you get your life back on track. What would an extra $10,000 or even $100,000 do for you right now? Imagine paying off bills, covering rent with ease, or finally having some breathing room, all from money that could be rightfully yours. If the accident wasn't your fault, why should you be the one struggling? Insurance companies hope you never check what you're truly owed. But here's the truth. Most people walk away with way less than they deserve, or worse, nothing at all. Still wondering if this applies to you? If your accident happened within the last year and wasn't your fault, you could qualify for a major payout. But time is running out. These cases don't stay open forever. If you wait too long, you could lose your chance to claim what's yours. Click the link around this video, answer just 4 simple questions, and find out what your case is really worth. It's fast, free, and you won't pay a cent unless you win. But do it now, because if you wait too long, you might be walking away from life-changing money.
Come, and I've even got the keys to the house. They arrested me because I told the cop that his pants was frumpy. He jerked me out of my car, took me to the to the police department, booked me, and put me in a cell with like 13 girls.
When they arrived, Tammy tried to use the confrontation as another stage to air her hemlock theory, rambling about toxins released by the hemlocks and conspiracies of the government against people.
Come on, government, let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance, motherfuckers, let's dance!
However, this time, the authorities had seen enough. Tammy was placed on a 72-hour psychiatric hold, the kind of legal step taken when someone is deemed a danger to themselves or others.
So they're lying about me being under a marijuana psychosis. So they hadn't even tested nothing, they hadn't even done anything. I want the proof. I want proof!
And yet, the hold barely slowed her down. Once released, she wasted no time hopping back on TikTok to explain what had happened, casting herself, of course, as the victim.
Tired of worrying. I'm tired of being like this. I want to move on. Ah!
After her release, Tammy claimed she had finally had enough of Jasper County and decided to move her circus of delusions to the Washington, D.C. area. But leaving didn't cure her obsessions. It only expanded them.
Go back to Washington. That's where I'm headed.
Alright guys, I'm back.
But I don't even
I hope y'all enjoyed this. Leave me in the comments below if you'd like to see more of her. I just wanted to show y'all the latest one that I found. And if you're my subscriber, thank you for being patient. Like I said, I was up all night and put me late doing my stuff today. A late video, and I had to let y'all be by yourself for a moment while I had to go clean up and take care of the babies. Cats, not humans. But anyway, thank you for being patient. Leave me some comments below on what you think of this young lady and if you'd like to see more of her. Till the next one, guys.